Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not either are any of these blokes. This is a tier 10 extravaganza. That's right, 4 battles today, 3 medium tanks and 1 heavy tank. This is the heavy tank, the IS-7. 3 medium tanks and a heavy, 3 Russians and a German. But it is a tier 10 extravaganza. This is my old mate Camikaza. Camikaza from YETI clan is an absolute champion. Is in the IS-7, the big bad tier 10 Russian heavy tank. Now, one of the most popular tanks in Clay Wars, tier 10 general shenanigans and good times. I've got a mark of excellence on the gun barrel. Not sure if he's going for a few more of those bad boys or not, but he is on Al Haloof. It's a counter battle, and he looks like he's heading up to where the heavy tanks normally do their things. The Bulldog gets taken out by the purging early on. That looks like that happened on the other side of the map. You can see you've got plenty of mates coming to help him in the IS-7. He's also got the big bad 130mm gun on the Russian IS-7. 490 alpha damage, 250 penetration. As the 263, I'm sure it wasn't intentional, just blocks him a little bit as Camikaza comes around the corner looking for the T-54 to open his account. Shoots, don't even aim, it's Russian accuracy, folks. It's Russian accuracy. Pops a shot for 558 damage into the T-54. Premium rounds 303 penetration. That's a little bit more, it's a decent amount more, 53 extra millimeters of penetration with the premium ammunition, which is APCR. Looking towards the enemy IS-7, doesn't look like he's got, being very patient with his shot there, not going for a shot that would have a big chance of bouncing. Instead of shooting the IS-7, goes to the T-57. Not a bad ploy there, going for one of the other tier 10 heavy tanks on the enemy team. Looks like the big 705A just put a shot into the T-57 as well, taking him down to 1,066 hit points. Bounces the IS-7, the IS-7 now down to 1,347. So somebody else clearly hit him. Looks like the 705A as well put another shot in the general direction of the IS-7, but I don't think he penetrated. Pops around the corner, doesn't even get shot by the enemy team. Grabs another 474 hit points of damage into the IS-7 again. 2 zip, they're down. The 705A again puts another one into the IS-7. The IS-7 shoots and misses, and Camikaza picks up his first kill, bringing up the score 1-2. 1,702 damage by my old mate Camikaza from YETI clan in the IS-7. Still got a bit of work to do though. Looks like the 705A's bouncing some nice shots there like a boss, which is what Russian heavy tanks often do. Did just cop 400 damage, but he put another shot into, it looks like the T-57, herding cats. Is that really his in-game name? Camikaze deciding now is the time to move. Doesn't aim towards the T-54. That time not quite as lucky as he rolls up towards this rock around here, clearly looking at the T-54. There's also the VK-100. He goes, no worries, that's an easy damaging shot before the Centurion confirms that kill. That brings the score up to 2-2. Camikaza on 1 kill, 2,262 hit points of damage, rolling up to where all these medium tanks traditionally sit, as well as a tier 8 heavy premium German tank. The low takes him down to 1,100 hit points, bringing his damage count up to 2808. 3-3 the score now, as he continues to look towards that low. Hungry Camikaza is still on full hit points. No one's been able to penetrate him yet. In fact, that was another shot. He's only been shot twice, and he's bounced both of those shots for 810 block damage. Rolls around this pile of rocks to get into a beautiful flanking position behind the T-57 heavy. Doesn't quite confirm the kill on that one. 3,246 damage gun. The T-44 shoots. Camikaza takes his first damaging shot from the auto-loading American heavy tank, the T-57. Bounces 2 of the 3 shots from the T-57 heavy. Not the best aiming there by old herding cats and his T-57, and Camikaza picks up his second kill. 3,613 hit points of damage. 2 kills, 6-5 is the score. They haven't won this one yet. You can see in the northeast part of this map a bit of action happening there. Looks like a Pershing as well as a WZ-120 at tier 9. They're up there trying to wreak some havoc into the objects. Object 263 as well as Centurion 7-1. Now that Centurion 7-1 firmly sitting on that red line. Camikaza bounces the T-54, shoots him, sets him on fire, brings him down to 158 hit points. Nobody else is going to shoot him. Yes, it is. The IS-3 is going to grab that kill, and that brings the score up a little bit more better looking at 7-5. Artillery gets spotted, and of course you lick your lips, don't you, when you see an artillery get spotted. Doesn't matter what tier it is. 7-6 though, the 263 just got taken out up at cap. Looks like the Centurion 7-1 is up all by himself against 4 enemy medium tanks. T-44 the Pershing, the Object 430 and the WZ 120 with the score on 8-6. One tank is capping. That's a T-44. He can see what's happening in the northeast, and but look, it's an encounter mode, so it doesn't really matter if the enemy team gain control of this northeast corner. That artillery will be as nervous as a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Possibly Camikaza puts a tracking shot into the Jag Tiger, picks up some assisted damage for doing that. 656 assisted damage. Trying to ram him to take a little bit more health off him so that he can one-shot him. Gets a decent roll there, 487. Is that normal, 487? That's not too bad. Probably worried about getting a low roll more than trying to get a high roll to confirm that kill. 3 kills to Camikaza from YETI clan. 5,703 hit points of damage. I know what he's doing at this stage of the game. He's thinking, once I kill this T28 prototype for my 4th kill, I'm going to start sending an email to stewiejp at GETONBOARDSTEWIEJP for an epic replay featuring the IS-7. This is a tier 10 extravaganza. After this one, there's going to be 3 more ace tanker replays featuring some medium tanks and Russian and German medium tanks. Camikaza now heading towards the cap circle, possibly not to cap. If I know Camikaza, you'll be thinking maybe some more damage might be what I'm after. Sees the Object 430. Doesn't aim, shoots, gets spotted, now moves down into it like a hull down position. The Pershing kills the VK100, the T-44 kills the WZ, and now Camikaza will firmly be looking at that Object 430 thinking, you are mine, bad boy. 1,800 hit points he's on. He's managed to not lose any health the entire game, the Object 430. Not sure what he's been doing all game, but Camikaza on 4 kills. He'll be hoping for a top gun. Looks like some invites have been sent to players to try and get one of those epic medals. Don't tell me. There you go. Platoon's been created. The 705. It's going. What are they going to try and get? The Brothers in Arms, is it? I don't know. Anyway, 13-9 is the score. A minute left before they cap this one out. The Object 430. That's what Camikaza's looking at. He's as hungry as anything. Hungry for some more damage. 13-9 is the score. 6,162 hit points of damage. 1,900 damage blocked. Finds the back of the Object 430. Cops a shot from the Samoa. Bounces a second shot from the auto-loading French heavy tank. Now that Samoa is unloading onto Camikaza, but he's just not penetrating. That's why Camikaza doesn't really care about the French Tier 8 Premium heavy tank. The auto-loading heavy tank, 765 from the 7. Gee, is that how big the 705A's gun is? I'm going to check that one out. Camikaza confirms the top gun, confirms the win, carries it like a boss, and in the end, wins the game 15-9. We'll have a very quick look at the battle result before we move on to our second replay. There's 4 replays in today's extravaganza. 1 heavy tank, 3 medium tanks, 1 Russian, 3 Germans. That's not a bad name for an intro video. I don't know. Here we go. Kamikaze from YETI. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter. Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Shell-Proof, High Caliber, Top Gun for getting those 6 kills. A very, very well-deserved Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the old mate Camikaza from YETI clan. 7,730 hit points of damage in the end. 6 kills, 1,349 base experience. Hats off to the 705A. Didn't realise that had such a big gun. I better look into that. Getting just under 7,000 damage. Between the 2 of them, they pretty much did it themselves. 8 kills between them. And all that damage. Only 4 other tanks did more than 1,000 hit points of damage. Bad luck to the enemy team. Profitable game too with 17,178 credits. That's after tax with a premium account. And that is my old mate Camikaza in the IS-7. Thank you very much, my old mate. You are an absolute legend. Now we move on to the second game in this Tier 10 Ace Tanker extravaganza. This comes from the old mate Husbox. Now Husbox, I've known this guy for some time. Hell of a nice bloke, and he was in one of the first Clan Wars clans I ever joined years ago, back before I even had a Tier 10, and now I've got just about all the Tier 10s. Husbox from POW in the K-91. Now, of course, the K-91 is the brand new rear-mounted Tier 10 Russian medium tank. Now, he loves Russian medium tanks. He absolutely loves it. He also sent me a replay featuring the Object 140. Unfortunately, it was from a previous patch, so I can't replay it, but I've got a feeling I might have done it already. Anyway, Husbox is on Westfield. Let's have a look at the gun on this bad boy. 100mm gun, 320 alpha damage, 276 with APCR, which is standard ammunition. Heat rounds, 330 penetration. That's a decent amount, 50 odd extra penetration. He's going up to the middle of Westfield, looking over towards his left. Now, I haven't played this tank. I played on the test server, that's about it. Now, it looks a lot like the 416 if you look at it, the pancake or the panhandle tank, the saucepan tank, whatever you want to call it. Lots of enemies in the northeast of this map. We're on Westfield. It's a tier 10 game, 3 tier 10 tanks on each team. Husbox in the K-91, his old mate in the T-57 Heavy, and of course the GWE-100. There's also a GWE-100 on the enemy team. The Object 430U, regarded by a lot of people as one of the better Russian tier 10 medium tanks, and the FE215B, the British heavy tank, which is now sort of like a premium tank, if that makes sense. Now, there's going to be 2 replays featuring the K91 in this video. The second one's going to feature my old mate Bolagnaise. It'll be on the final replay. Here we are in Westfield anyway. Husbox looking around the middle, looking for some action early, just taking his time. They're down by 1 tank. They lost the VK4502B at tier 9 early on. Husbox looking over there, trying to work out where all the enemy tanks are, I think, at the start. Going into the central part of Westfield will give him the opportunity to shoot towards the north if he can get around past these buildings, or shoot towards the south. Now, the remainder of these games are a little bit long, drawn-out games, as Husbox pops one into the side of the turret of the Tiger 1, opens his account with 315 hit points, pulls back because he knows he's been spotted. Artillery has just dropped a pretty good amount of damage on the enemy tanks up there, looking for the red outline on the enemy tanks. They've lost 2 tanks already. The girlfriend tank M4190's been taken out. The VK on the enemy team goes down to the low. Husbox just looking for some cheeky shots into the sides of these heavy tanks. There's quite a lot of them up there. There's 1, 2, 3, 5 heavy tanks on the enemy team. Looks like they're all up in the northeastern part of this map. Husbox moving around, looking for an angle on them, deciding maybe it's a little bit too hot in there. Might take this opportunity to relocate. Now, this tank does look like it's been stepped on by an elephant. It is very, very flat. Very good camo rating. Not a bad gun. I'm tipping it's the same gun as same gun as we've seen on other Russian medium tanks. Pops one into the Pershing. Not sure if he's going for marks of excellence on this tank or if he just likes playing it. He does already have 1 mark of excellence on this tank. Husbox continuing to shoot into the Pershing, bullying the American medium tank, taking him down to almost a 1-shot. They're down by 4 now though, 2-6. Let's see if he can turn this one around. Just kicking back in, not willing to throw away any hit points. Blind shots towards where the Pershing might have been. Finds the WZ-120 1FT. Which one's that one? That's the tier 8 Chinese medium tank. Hasn't got much to shoot at on the Centurion 5-1, but lands it for 308 hit points. 3-8 is the score. Doesn't show his displeasure in the chat for the heavy tanks. The heavy tanks have just capitulated in the north. Every heavy tank on Husbox's team is now dead. Well, you get that. Tippany's playing on the Aussie server, going by his ping, and it's looking towards the enemy heavy tanks. The enemy have still got 4 heavy tanks, so that fight that happened in the north was looks like it was just a walkover. Husbox looking towards the Object 1390, takes him down to 290 odd hit points. Again, looks towards the Pershing, doesn't quite land that shot. He's on 305. 1 shot will pick up a kill, maybe if he rolls high enough. Bit of a low roll, leaves him on 7 HP. You're joking, aren't you? I know what he'll be saying. Gets a 7 HP with the next shot, and that gives him his first kill. Finds the M4A1 Revelarici. That's a tier 8 premium French medium tank, the one with a good gun but no armor whatsoever. He goes down to the Ouds. Ouds kicking back up there, not too far from Husbox. Now Husbox knows he's been spotted. He finds the Object 430U, pulls back, knowing the Object 430U won't have the gun depression until he actually rolls right over towards him, hoping that the Object 430U doesn't. He doesn't want to get rolled too early. Still on full health. Auto aims on the WZ-121 FT. That's a tier 8 What is it? What did I say it was before? The Tier 8 Chinese tank destroyer. That one gets taken out by the Oods. The Oods doing a good job kicking back up there. Somebody is sitting on the cap, and Husbox says, no worries, hold my beer. I've got this. I put a shot into the side of the AMX 5120. 710, only down by 3 tanks. Now, what were they down by before? Maybe 4 or 5? Looks like this one's turning into a little bit of a comeback. Let's see if he can do it. Lucky enough still to be top damage. Now, because this tank is so flat, it was stepped on by an elephant when they were making it. I reckon that's what happened anyway. It's got a very, very good camouflage value as far as I know. 30 seconds to go on the cap. They're not going to cap it out, are they? You're joking. 710. Who will be sitting on the cap? Possibly the E75. And either the FOC or the Object 257, I would guess. The E75 gets spotted on the cap, and the E75 not even looking Husbox's way. He shoots him, gets some assisted damage, brings his assisted damage up to 600. Now he's done 4,296 damage. One more shot could be enough to get his second kill. Leaves him on 1 hit point. You're joking. Twice that's happened. And the Object 430 seagulls that kill from Husbox as Husbox looks towards the FOC. He says, don't worry, Stewie, I don't care about these kills. I've got damage to farm. 4,878. Make that 5,118 damage done already. There's still somebody on the cap, and it's a 257 driver. Husbox shoots him, tracks him, damages, resets the cap. Dorky Dave gets killed. Dorky Dave is in my clan. I know that guy is in the FOC, or maybe it's a different Dorky Dave. Anyway, Husbox bounces the Object 430U. He's already used all his premium ammunition. Now, I wasn't really paying attention to what kind of ammunition he was using when he was shooting, but he's done a little bit of sniping here. 1,035 assisted damage, a little bit of block damage, 440. That'll be from the Object 430U, who just shot at him. 5,500 damage done. He'll already be getting ready to send me this replay. 10-10's the score now. They were down by 4 or 5 tanks pretty early on when those heavy tanks just died in the ass up in the northern part of this map. Husbox picking the map at A7. Get up there, boys, get up there. I'll spot them for you. You shoot them, kill them, and I'll soak up this assisted damage. He gets one into the side of the AMX 5120, gets another one into the side of the Tier 9 French auto-loading heavy tank. Blind fires for that kill. He says, thank you. No problems. Want to get rid of those auto-loading heavy tanks. Nothing worse. You want to get rid of them as quick as you can. 11-10 the score now on Westfield. 4 kills to Husbox from POW clan. 6,225 damage done. This is turning into an epic replay. He'll be thinking about sending me a message already. He knows that I know that he loves his Russian medium tanks. He absolutely loves them. And he's already got that mark of excellence that we can't... Get out of the bush so you can see the mark of excellence. There you go. You can see the mark of excellence on that gun barrel. He knows what he's doing. Husbox from POW. 4 kills, 6,225 hit points of damage done. 440 blocks, 1,035 assisted damage. And he's still got a little bit of work to do with the score on 11-10. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. One shot into the side of the Object 432. Artillery has a bit of a dip as well. His 6 cents doesn't go off, so 411 damage. 411 damage left. What is it? 320 alpha damage. So he doesn't want to give away his position too early. Looking towards the FE215B. He is a little bit too far away. 482 hit points left on the British heavy tank. The Object 430U is the Object 430U is hiding in those bushes. 6 cents goes off. The Object 430U shoots him. Artillery gets in. That takes the Object 430U down to a 1 shot. They've already lost another tank. I missed it. I was distracted. I was distracted by my phone. Shoots the FE215B. They're both 1 shots now. The 430U on 124 and the British heavy tank on 111. Autowaves shoots and kills the Object 430U. That's his 5th kill. The Udes is in a bit of trouble here. Udes goes down to the FB215B. Husbox shoots and bounces. He's down to 11 hit points. He shoots him. He doesn't bounce that one. That's his 6th kill. That's also the top gun, as he's going to start looking for the big bad German artillery at Tier 10, and of course the AMX 1390, which is the old mate like us from 1AR clan. (13-13) is the score. Husbox frantically looking for this Tier 9 French light tank. The AMX 1390, the autoloader, with my old mate Lycos in there. He's platooned up with Dorky Dave. They know what they're doing. There it is. There's the 1390. He wants to get this one. He does. Picks up his 7th kill, and that is just going to leave the German artillery. I don't think his 6th sense went off there, so the German artillery will probably have an idea where he is. Of course, the GW100, not the fastest tank in the game, not by any stretch of the imagination. Now, how the hell a German artillery spotted a Russian medium tank, I will never know. But because he did, he's got to be in the bushes. Of course, he is in the bushes. It doesn't matter because once he's fired, Husbox knows it's going to take a while for him to reload, and he shoots him, puts him out of his misery, confirms his 8th kill as well as the Radley Walters. 15-13 in the end. Not a bad result. Not a bad result at all for my old mate Husbox from PAW Clan. He knows what he's doing in Russian medium tanks, especially those big, bad tier 10s. And that was an epic game. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. The spotter medal for all that assisted damage he did. Bruiser, Duelist, 5 for effect. Radley Walters for getting those 8 kills. Defender, remember when he reset the cap? There was E75, and I think it was the Object 257, I think it was, that was trying to cap. You know, that often happens. You know, people trying to cap. But at that stage, the enemy team were up by quite a few tanks. So, not exactly too sure why they were trying to cap rather than going for it. Maybe if they went for it and had it rolled onto where Husbox was, maybe they would have had a chance. High caliber tank sniper and top gun in that bad boy. 8,447 damage. Did more than double what anybody else did. Nobody else hit 3,000. The GW100 nearly hit 3,000. 8 kills, 1358 base experience. He fired 39 shots, 34 hit, 31 did damage. Nearly 5,000 from more than 300 metres. 1,000 damage blocked by armour. 1322 assisted damage. Only cost him 8,000 credits, even though he used up all of his premium ammunition. But well worth it for that Ace Tanker replay from the old mate Husbox from PAW Clan. In the K-91, let's move on to our third replay. This features Panzer Burner. Panzer Burner is a regular on Twitch and Discord. He absolutely loves World of Tanks. He's an absolute gentleman. Panzer Burner from NZS Clan. Now he's in the E50M. E50M, it's one of the some of my clanmates' favourite tanks, the E50M. Panzer Burner in the Russian Tier 10 medium tank. It's got the 105mm gun, 390 alpha damage, 270 penetration with standard rounds, 330 with heat rounds, which is premium ammunition in this tank. Now I know this one goes for a while, so every now and then I'll be quicking it up a little bit because the next one goes for a while as well. Panzer Burner finds a baby Batchat, shoots him once, looks like the baby Batchat is looking elsewhere, shoots him again, takes him down to 847 hit points. Maybe would have been a good idea to try for the tracking shot. I'm not trying to be critical, but we could see that he was shooting, and I reckon once that baby Batchat finished shooting, he would have quite likely ran away, and which is probably what he's doing now. Panzer Burner pulling back, looking for a shot on the top of that Chinese WZ-132. There's the baby Batchat again. Maybe he didn't reload, or maybe the reload's quicker than I remember. Panzer Burner though bounces one of the shells for 300 block damage. He's already got 1,132 damage done, playing around in the middle of Fishermans Bay. Plenty of bushes and buildings here. They've changed the middle of this map a little bit. I like it. It's very fun to play in the middle around here, especially with light tanks. You can really abuse your camouflage value and pick up some spots and all that kind of stuff. But that defender clearly knew that he was spotted. Maybe not quite sure where he was spotted from, but he did fire a shot in the general direction of Panzer Burner in the E50M, the Tier 10 German heavily armoured medium tank. The medium that can play a little bit like a heavy. Looks like the moment he's trying to use it to sort of snipe into town if they find enemy tanks. Missed the opportunity to shoot the side of the T110 E4 there. 3 Tier 10 tanks on each team. Again, doesn't shoot again. Misses just a little bit late there, I think. 2 Tier 10 tanks on each team. Panzer Burner in the E50M has just been spotted, along with the FV4005. The big, bad, British, derpy tank destroyer. The KV2 at Tier 10, if you like. And on the enemy team, we've got an STB1 and the T110E4, the turreted American tank destroyer. Just saw the FV4005 get burnt, and he's down to pretty low hit points. He advises him to fall back. Panzer Burner looking for vision down there. Wants to get some more damage. Gets one into the defender. Now, what was I going to say? Can't remember what I was going to say. I just thought of something a little bit funny. Well, the Malbracker back at J1, that's probably a little bit funny. Maybe that's where heavy tanks should go on this map. Maybe I'm playing this totally wrong. 1 zips the score. The Panther has been taken out. The tier 8 German medium tank. I think that's the one that leads to the E50M. Has been taken out on the enemy team. Other than that, it's a full complement of tanks. Everybody's waiting. I'll just quicken this one up a bit, waiting for something to happen. Bit of a campy match, this one. Everybody just sitting there. There's Panzerburner looking towards the T110E4, holds his fire, doesn't want to give his position away because all those enemy tanks in the middle of this map might be able to spot him. So he's just taking his time. Hurry up and wait, Stewie. That's what he's sort of saying. Finds the T44, decides, yep, I'm going to be shooting this time. Pulls back, auto aims on the T44. Auto aim doesn't seem to work on the T44, so he turns the auto aim off. Continues to aim in that direction, looking for a shot on the T110E4. Doesn't quite land it, and doesn't land that one either. Not sure what's going on there. 1 zips the score. 1967 damage done though. Not a bad start. Shoots one into the RU-251. The RU serious. I didn't see 6 cents go off there, but clearly he has been spotted. Maybe he doesn't have 6 cents. Or maybe because I had it on double speed, it didn't come up as quick as normal. 2 zip the score now on Fishermans Bay. Is he on a mission? He's on a mission to get 6 kills. Let's see if he gets it. 3 zip the score now. His team are doing quite well. He's still got most of his hit points on 1,777 out of his original 2,050. He's already got nearly 2,400 damage done. He's already blocked 1,830. Looking towards a T110E4, who looks like he's not willing to move out of there. Shoots a T44 for another 437 hit points, and again he's not moving. So you'll say, no worries, if I can get one more damaging shot, oh, a high roll would have killed him, or even an average roll would have left him on 1 HP. The T44 looks like he might have given up as the VK4502B picks up that kill. Puts a blind shot in towards where the T110E4 was last seen. T110E4 has only lost 49 hit points. Doesn't penetrate. Looks like he was going for a tracking shot on the tier 10 American turreted tank destroyer. 4-1 the score. 3,245 damage just by kicking back and being patient up on this little area in the middle of Westfield. 5-1 the score now as he waits for something to happen. 5-1 the score. Nobody really pushing though. Looks like the western flank might be pushing up. You can see there the Object 430 as well as the 1390. Shoots and tracks the T110E4, hoping for some assisted damage. If that FV4005 gets one into him, he does for 474. So Panzerburner gets some more assisted damage. Looking to keep the T110E4 tracked. Looks like the T110E4 just fired. Possibly into, was it into the shit barn? No, maybe might have been into the Spin Doctor, the VK4502B. 5-2 the score now. Panzerburner showing great restraint. This is normally the part of the map, or part of the game, where I would rush forward and lose most of my hit points. Artillery does get him and stun him. Quick tap of the 5 key fixes his crew. 5-2 the score. It's 3,662 hit points of damage done by Panzerburner from NZS clan in the tier 10 German medium tank, the E50M. 5-2 the score now. They're winning by 3 tanks. Doesn't want to throw his tank away. He knows the FV4005 behind him. He's on very low hit points. The VK is looking a little bit shabby as well. 6.5 minutes remaining on the clock. What's he going to do? 5-2's the score. Everybody's camping. The Object 252U and the IS-3 having a pretty decent push through the town though, as Panzerburner finds the TVP V2U, shoots him once. Looks like Artie's going for him. Waits for the gun to reload. Shoots him again. Tracks him. Is he gonna fix his track? He does get spotted, possibly by the Emil. Gets some more assisted damage. Pops the TVP V2U. That's a tier 8 Czech medium tank for his first kill. Brings his damage up to over 4,000 hit points. And he's looking towards STB, knowing the importance of getting rid of a tier 10 tank in a match like this. 6-2 the score now. Doesn't want to get farmed by that Emil, even though it's only a tier 8. He might not have too much problem penetrating the flat armor of the E100. Shoots and critically hits the STB. Looks like someone's trying to shoot him. He's down to pretty low. That'll do it. 7-2 the score now. 2 kills to Panzerburner from NZS clan. 4,413 damage. 2,000 damage blocked. Looks like he's looking towards the Emil now with the score on 7-2. Just misses the side of the turret. Cops a big one. by the M53, M55. Did the Panther shoot him then at the same time? No, I think that was from earlier. WZ1328. Vinny, no problems whatsoever for kill number 3. 8-2 the score. Now, Spin Doctor with a VK sends him a platoon invite. That's one of those dynamic platoon invites. It's a good way to get the Brothers in Arms mission or reward, and that's why he's doing that. Now, Panzerbird is no dummy. He'll know the benefit of that. He accepts the platoon invitation, and now he's waiting for these enemy tanks to make a mistake. Still, just the IS-3 and the Object 252U pushing in towards the city. The Emil 1 down to very low hit points, and Panzerburner says, "Yep, it's probably worth the risk to pick up another kill." That's his 4th kill. 10-5 the score now. The T10, the Defender, and the T110E4 all last spotted in the eastern part of the map in the city, and it looks like he's going to be going for it. Finds the Defender, gets his 5th kill. He'll be hoping for a top gun now. Does get spotted. Knows that the T110E4 could. Don't think he could one-shot him, but he could certainly bring a little bit of pain into him. Shoots the German artillery piece first. Takes him down to 46 hit points. He wants a top gun, so he's being very, very patient. Shoots and misses. They're not going for the water, are they? The GW Tiger P. Friendly artillery shoots towards the M53, M55. Don't tell me they're both going to drown. That's going to make me cry. 11-5 the score now. He finds a T1. He finds a T10. Puts a shot into him. Takes him down to 962 damage, but Dog is making some funny noises. 12-5 is the score now. There's a T110E4. The GW Tiger P drowns himself. The baby Batchat kills the M53, M55. That GW Tiger P is an absolute scumbag. Panzer Burner picks up his 6th kill. It could have almost been a Radley Walters as he rolls towards a T10, looking for a 7th kill. And there he is. He gets his 7th kill. Imagine if that GW Panther hadn't committed suicide, which is against the rules. He's an absolute donkey, that German artillery piece. He certainly did rob my old mate Panzerburner. Did rob him of a Radley Walters. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Bad luck, Panzerburner, but an epic replay nonetheless. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser Medal, Fire for Effect, Shell Proof, Brothers in Arms, High Caliber, Top Gun. Should have been a Radley Walters. He got 8 kills, and he left that GW Panther artillery piece on about 46 hit points, I think it might have been. 46 hit points. He well deserved that Radley Walters. 7,349 damage, 7 kills, 14-18 base experience, 37 shots fired, 28 hit, 21 did damage. Maybe not the most accurate game in the world, but not too bad from the E50M. He made 16,500 credits. That's after tax with a premium account. And this GW Tiger, U-A-R-I-V-E, you're an absolute scumbag, me old mate. 2 shots in that long game was shit house anyway, but drowning yourself, that's an absolute dog's act. How we got second for experience in that game? Oh, no, that is an absolute dog's act doing that GW Tiger P straight into the drink. Let's move on to our 4th and final replay, this time featuring me old mate Bolagnaise. Bolagnaise from YETI Clan. In the K-91 again, same as Husbox. He's in the K-91. He's got that groovy camo on it. Have a look at that. Now, if I know Bolagnaise, he'll be going for 3 marks of excellence on this bad boy. Bolagnaise streams on Twitch. Don't forget to check him out. There'll be a link in the video description below. This time we're on Erlenberg. There's a nice little position for you on Erlenberg. Bolagnaise goes straight down the guts, looking for vision on the concrete and whatever else might be found. Artillery pops one onto the concrete, gets a little bit of assisted damage. Now, if you know Bolagnaise, he'll be going for marks of excellence on this new tank. It does look funny. Have a look at the back. It's like I said in Husbox's game. It certainly does look funny. It looks a lot like the 416. 416. It was stepped on by an elephant when they made the tank. Deciding not to play in the middle, probably because there are so many friendly tanks there. Decides not to play around in the middle of this map. Now, I know this one goes for a little while. That's why we've got it on double speed. Otherwise, this video will turn out like another Lord of the Rings video. It'll go for hours. Bolagnaise from YETI Clan in the K-91, the brand new Tier 10 Russian medium tank. looking for vision on these tanks. Can't really see a great deal on the western part of this map. Pinging on the map like a madman. Plenty of people are. He's looking there. Artillery says to the T10, "What are you doing there, old chap?" That's certainly an unusual place for a T10. I'm no expert, but even in a tier 10 game, only 3 tier 10 tanks on each team. Only 3 tier 10 tanks on each team. This is a very, very interesting spot indeed for a T10. They're down by 2, and Bolagnaise will be thinking, rightio, we've got to start thinking about carrying this one. The M40, M43 pinging the T10. It's not really going to make him change his gameplay, I don't think. If somebody's a donkey, and I suspect he is either a donkey or he's stuck. If somebody's bad at this game, that's not gonna change it. And of course, I don't know if you can see his reply there. Is not too happy with artillery pinging the T10. Anyway, back to the game. Bolagnaise yet to open his account, finds some tanks, shoots, doesn't manage to penetrate the first tank, he says. Gets one into the Leopard, tracks him. It's AVP Marine, I know that guy. He's in Nebraska, he knows what he's doing. Bolagnaise playing on this corner. Looks like someone just shot the Jag for 300. That might have been the T10. It sounded like a high explosive round. 10 minutes left on the clock. 1-2's the score. Bolagnaise about to open his account, about to start farming damage. Gets one into the Leopard. Gets up a little bit more assisted damage as well. Finds the Jag Panzer E100. Shoots him and tracks him. He likes marking tanks. He'll be going for tracking damage as well. Damages and tracks a Jag Panzer E100, hoping that somebody shoots him. Shoots him again, keeps him tracked. Brings the damage up to 1,000 hit points. 1-3 the score now. Hoping somebody can help him finish him off. Takes him down to 192 hit points. Jag Panzer E100, tier 10, German tank destroyer. The T10 still back at B1. What a hero. There's the Scorpion G and the Progetto. Shoots the Scorpion G. Maybe should have shot the Progetto for another kill to try and make the scoreboard a little bit looking so bad. Scorpion G down to 806 hit points. There's also a Leopard 1 up there. He's down to 785 hit points. Did cop some damaging shots from that Progetto. The auto reloading. Italian medium tank, the voice is starting to go. Leopard 1 on 907 hit points of damage. 3-5 the score. He's up to 2,000 damage. 1771 assisted damage. He'll be thinking that's not a bad start, but he is down to 785 hit points, which I think for the E3 is a one shot. Not much else. Oh, Conway. I think the Conway's got a derp gun now. Anyway, 2 kills to Bolagnaise. The T10 still back at B1. Bolagnaise will be saying, no worries, I'll just take the assisted damage for all this. As long as some of these players can land a few shots. He gets another 464 assisted damage into the Leopard 1. He's down to a one shot now. 3-6 the score though. He's asking for a little bit of help. Quite respectfully. Come on, boys. Everyone's on the red line. The FV4005 looks like he's coming to play in the middle. Clearly looking towards that AMX 65T, thinking there's a nice, soft, juicy target, and possibly a guaranteed penetration. Bolagnaise continuing to play on this ridgeline with the rear turreted K-91, the brand new tier 10. The brand new tier 10 Russian tank. He does get spotted. Shoots again. Doesn't land that shot, but Leopard PTA comes to play now. He's got plenty of hit points up his sleeve, and of course, artillery starts shooting in Bolognaise's direction. 8 minutes left on the clock. 3-7 the score. 2 kills. Tracking shot on the T110E3. He's tracked him out in the open, clearly looking towards the Leopard. Gets his 3rd kill, trying to make the scoreboard look a little less dangerous. Damages and tracks the T110E3, hoping somebody helps him finish him off. He does. It's the artillery, the M40, M43, tier 8 American artillery piece, and still the T10's back. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how the T10 goes. He's moved from B1 to C1 though, to be fair, possibly doing okay. My dog is not happy that I'm making so much noise, but she'll be alright. 5-7 the score. Only the deficit's only 2 now. No tier 10 tanks left on the enemy team, and Bolagnaise will be saying, I reckon I might have this one, since we've gotten rid of that E3. That E3 could have been a dangerous tank in a interesting position though, right there out in the open. I think he would have stayed back just a little bit. There's a Scorpion G, 266 damage. That sounds like a bit of a low roll. Takes him down to 224, which should be a guaranteed one-shot kill for Bolagnaise in the K-91. 7 minutes left on the clock now. 6-7. They're only down by 1 tank. 6-7 is the score. The K-91, the brand new tier 10 Russian rear turreted medium tank. Bolognese from Yeti Clan, waiting for his first aid kits and repair kit to come off the cooldown. It looks like the Scorpion G has just fired, so he's coming around hoping to beat him on the reload. He does, picks up his 4th kill. The Leopard PTA kills the Conqueror, and now they're up 8-7, and the T10 is still at B1. He's actually moved back to B1. Look at that. What a legend. Psycho 5 or Psycho V. You are an absolute legend. People like you make me look good. 8-7 the score now. Bolognese from Yeti Clan. Check him out on Twitch. Link will be down below. What's he looking for now? The Conway. Clearly looking for the Conway. The WT Alpha Panzer 4, the Waffenträger Alpha Panzer 4 Tier 9 German tank destroyer, kills the friendly Scorpion G, or kills the Scorpion G on Bolognase's team. Dog's starting to give you the shits now. 8-8 the score. Looking for the Conway. Bolognese coming around the corner. Come on. Coming around the corner. Looking for the Conway. Where can the Conway be? There he is. He's got his back. Shoots him once, but doesn't penetrate the Tier 9 British tank destroyer. It does have a bit of a derpy gun. Continuing around here, looking for Corsair artillery. Shoots him. He won't be happy about that. He's not a massive fan of artillery. Bolognese from Yeti Clan. In the K-91, 3,273 damage, 790 damage block, 3,808 assisted damage. Now looking towards the AMX 65T on the Conway. Artillery on the enemy team kills the FV4 005 on Bolognase's team, brings the deficit down to 1, 8-9. Now we're up by attack not too long ago. Let's see how this one transpires. Finds the AMX. The AMX shoots him, damages his track and his engine. He can't fix his engine for another 50 seconds. With the score on 10-9, he did kill it, but artillery killed the Leopard PTA. What's he going to do? A T10 still back at B1. I don't think that T10 is stuck, because that T10 has been moving between B1 and C1. And Bolognese is saying, come on, dude. Come on, get out of there. Get the hell out of that spot. You're in a shit spot. Now they're winning. The score's 11-10. 5 kills to Bolognese. 63 hit points left. The T10 on 1,055 hit points. So he has been shot at, possibly by artillery. There's the Scorpion G. The Striv 103 up there playing with the Scorpion G. The artillery, enemy artillery, seems to know what he's doing. He's got 3 kills. T10 all of a sudden, now he knows. That T10 is an absolute donkey. That T10, he knows where the Waffenträger Alpha Panzer 4 is, and he knows where the Scorpion G is. They were both last spotted up here. So the T10 is going in exactly the opposite direction. Someone down there at E1, K1, that's what he's going for. He's clearly looking for the enemy artillery pieces, the M40, M43, and the M53, M55. 11-11 the score. 5 kills to Bolognese, 3,500 damage. The Leopard PTA is clearly not too happy with the T10. And Bolognese shoots, tracks, and kills the Waffenträger Alpha Panzer 4, bringing the score back to 13-12. He's on 63 hit points. He knows it's going to be an ace. He's got himself the top gun. Where can the Scorpion be? That's what we're looking for. Waffenträger Alpha Panzer 4. He's a little bit nervous, understandably so. Bolognese is going to have the vision advantage on the Scorpion G, you would imagine. 13-12 the score, 45 seconds left on the cap. The T10 just rolling along, just driving along aimlessly. Still 2 tanks left to kill and only 30 seconds left on the clock. Where's the Scorpion G? He's not going to be one of those guys that's happy with the draw, is he? Bolognese shoots and kills the M53, M55, aiming towards the Scorpion G. 20 seconds left. He's certainly got time. What's the T10 doing? I don't think the T10's doing much. The T10 just got killed by the Scorpion G. You're joking. Bolognese finds the Scorpion G, tracks him, shoots him, kills him again. 8 kills for the Radley Walters. Get fucked. That was just bullshit. That was absolute rubbish. Fantastic game from Bolognese. Wow. What can I say? What can I say? That is amazing. Ace tag of archery badge. Bolognese from Yeti Clan. The spotter medal. Hand of God. Bruiser. Jewelers. Fire for effect. Radley Walters for 8 kills. High Caliber and Top Gun. What the hell? Pog K-91, you're not wrong there. 4,669 hit points of damage. 8 kills, 1481 base experience, 28 shots fired, 25 hit, 19 penetrated, 1100 sniped, 4,685 assisted damage. That's certainly going to help that score. With 5 seconds left on the clock, cost him 18,000 credits with a premium account, but wow, what a comeback. And that, how'd the T10 go? Well, he got second. Can you believe it? He got second. Well, Psycho 5, I don't know. Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong. Maybe sitting in that position. You got second. That just, I don't know. Wow. Anyway, don't forget to check out Bolagnaise on Twitch. Link will be down below. Thank you very much for the replays, lads. Bolagnaise, Husbox, Panzer Burner, and my old mate Camikaza, also from YETI Clan. Thanks again for watching. It is August, so the giveaway stuff is happening. Don't forget to check that out. There'll be a link down there as well. Take care and see you all next time.